Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. Let's get this hugging. Let me put these out before I forget. There is a weekend edition. It's fancy. There's a weekend edition. I have a young lady, LaShawna Simon. She puts it all together for me. But it has pictures and all the stuff that people are saying during the week. We want pictures. What else? Stephanie Mills, her movie, Pride, Nephew Tommy, 8 o'clock Saturday night. Where? On Lifetime. So we're going to be checking out Stephanie Mills at the movie Super Mario's. Let's go back to the 80s. I think it was like 1981 when Super Mario first came out. Well, all of these years later, there's Super Mario the movie, and it's expected to be #1 at the box office. Most of this week, I've been telling you guys about Air, which is in theaters and on Prime Video. This movie was so good. The story of Michael Jordan getting signed in Nike sneakers. You got Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, who stars and directs, Viola Davis, Marlon Wayans, Chris Tucker. Excellent movie. I'm telling you, an excellent movie that's in theaters. Let's go through some of the top stories. We're going to start with Wendy Williams. All right, I say it at least once a week that something's not right. And now she is surrounded by people, and people are saying, who these people? Harper, who these people? She's not in the right frame of mind. I've been saying this for months. I say it at least once a week. These new people that are around her, they don't know who they are. She leaves her jewelry, her designer purses around. You know, everybody is in your circle does not have your best intentions at heart. And watch out for thieves, because thieves will look for an opportunity to steal from you. Oh, you may think that they're your friends, but a thief, you can't trust a thief. You can't. She got people around her, and there's a lot of craziness going on. So keep her in prayer. Open marriages seems to be the thing nowadays. Kandi from Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's married to Kandi Buruss. She's got the reality show with SWV and Escape. She's got a new MTV movie coming out on Weed Day, April 20th, called Pretty Stoned. She's got a podcast, Kandi Coded Nights. She talks about her open marriage. In the latest one, she talks about her open marriage. And she says she and her husband regularly invite other women into their bedroom. Open marriage is like it's like a can of worms, and you can't get them worms back into the can. And I just always wonder, are you having an open marriage to keep your husband from cheating? You're kind of like he gonna cheat anyway, so I might as well be here. Do you ever say, well, hold off on that woman. Bring that guy over here. Bring him over here. How come it ain't the two guys in you? Because you're not leading this. All right, you know, I'm old school. Some people be revealing too much about what goes on. If this marriage breaks up, everybody's going to point to this little open marriage there. Some of your comments were funny when I said that SWV wishes that they did not do this reality show. Yes, you get money, someone says, because no one's been talking about them. Well, you know what? They've been put on the back burner for a reality show where everything is about escape and the sisters fighting and stealing and their open marriage. I can see why they say they'll never do it again. And a lot of times people do these shows for money. They need the money, so they do these reality shows. Singer, actor Tyrese, yes, we're gearing up for Fast 10. Yes, there's going to be a TGT reunion of Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank. But in the meantime, he's explaining his moments on social media with the crying and outbursts. He's now admitting that the psych meds he was on made him do this. Rapper Coolio died about 5 months ago, and he was pretty young. I think he was about 57 or 58. He was in that latter part of the 50s. Fentanyl was found in his system. Fentanyl is killing people out here because they're putting it in the drugs. They found a significant amount of fentanyl in his system. Actor Lance Reddick, The Wire, John Wick movies, they said that he died of heart disease. Well, now his lawyer is saying that's impossible because his client was physically fit. You know, the thing about heart disease, a lot of people don't even know that they're having problems with their heart until it's too late. For some, it may be the shortness of breath or you notice things, but a lot of people, that's why you got to get those checkups. They have no idea that there's something could be going on with their heart. Kanye West, the Donda Academy. We're finding more things. People paid $1,000 to find out. Ain't no black books in there. Ain't no black history being taught at Donda Academy. And you're only going to eat sushi. Sushi is an acquired taste. You either like it or you don't. But could you imagine? They were forcing the kids to only eat sushi. Lawsuits have been going on all over the place about this. One of my favorite actors, he's the star of Snowfall, is Damson Idris. He plays Franklin Saint. And I know the season is wrapping up, so I'm not giving out any spoilers, but he is amazing in this. He's British, and you would never know that this man was British. An incredible actor, and the next step for him after Snowfall is a movie where he's going to co-star with Brad Pitt. People are starting to see how talented this young man is. It's a race car movie that's going to be on Apple. But if you never watched Snowfall, Franklin Saint, he's something. He really something this season. It's about the 80s drug scene, crack. Damson Idris is the truth. Just watching him and just amazed how he can get into character, get out of character. I remember last season where so much had befallen him and he would go off. I'm a fan of his acting and so glad he's landed a big project that a lot of people in Hollywood wanted. There's Praise This on Peacock. Chloe Bailey is starring. It's a Will Packer movie about competing gospel choirs. And how many people either attended or remember Freaknik? This was the wild parties in Atlanta. We're talking about the 80s and 90s where the HBCUs, they would have their spring break. Freaknik was pretty wild. And now Jermaine Dupri and Uncle Luke are bringing it to documentary form on Hulu. I'm sure there are a lot of grandmoms and moms and people who've turned to religion who don't want to remember Freaknik. And if they're shown on that screen, I'll never forget years ago there was a documentary on Biggie. And at one point they showed these girls parading around Biggie like, pick me, pick me. And I'll never forget when Peaches came strolling in. I said, Peaches is probably somebody's grandmother today. And she probably sitting there saying, the things you do in your youth, you know, you don't be reminded when you're well into your 40s or 50s. Got kids, grandkids. They don't want to see Peaches. They want to see what my mom, they only know is my mom. They don't know Peaches. Bending over, twerking, doing everything. I can't wait to see this documentary. It was so wild. And other cities would have like various portions, but it was nothing like Freaknik. And people would travel all over to participate. They don't do it anymore because it got so out of hand. They've been trying to bring it back, but so out of hand. But get ready for Freaknik, the documentary on Hulu. Have a great weekend. Have a great Easter holiday. Certainly hope it's good for you and yours. Stephanie Mills, you got me on Saturday night because I am all for watching Pride and we want to talk about it on Monday. But Stephanie Mills in this movie with nephew Tommy. Like I said, hope it is a good weekend for you and yours and a good Easter Sunday. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Auntie loves the comments. Have a great weekend. It's not cute, not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie. of pop culture. Thanks for joining me, and watch out for the weekend edition.